War is not always won by the side that moves fastest. In military history, many conflicts are instead determined by who can best endure, most consistently apply pressure, and most disciplinedly wait for the right moment. The war in Ukraine is now precisely in that phase. Not the phase of surprise, nor the phase of lightning-fast maneuvers, but the most exhausting phase, the war of attrition. And in this type of war, Russia appears increasingly comfortable, increasingly controlled, and increasingly in tune with the battlefield's rhythm. The front line no longer changes drastically in a matter of days. It moves slowly, almost imperceptibly, yet consistently. Every kilometer captured is not the result of one major assault, but the accumulation of hundreds of small, unrelenting pressures. Changes of this nature often escape public attention. However, for military professionals, this is precisely the sign of a war being won structurally. At the heart of this conflict lies the Donbass region, specifically the Donetsk sector. This battlefield is not merely about territory, it is about how a defensive system is built and then gradually weakened. One of the key points in this area is Siversk. This city is not a political center nor a major symbol, yet it is a strategic gateway to far more important cities behind it. As long as Siversk holds, the routes to Sloviansk and Kramatorsk remain protected, and that is precisely why Russia is in no hurry. Moscow is not attempting to destroy Siversk with one risky, hard blow. Instead, Russia has chosen a path that is more patient, more methodical, and in the long run, far more effective. One of the clearest examples of this approach is the small village of Sviatopokrovske. On a map, this village barely attracts attention. There is no major infrastructure, no symbolic value, yet in modern land warfare, villages like this are stepping stones. This is where the pressure begins. From here, artillery can be pushed closer. From here, the enemy's room to maneuver begins to shrink. When Russia claimed control of Sviatopokrovske, many questioned whether a village that small was truly important. The answer is yes, not because of the village itself, but because of what it represents. It represents one more step forward, one more layer of Ukraine's defense eroded, one difficult choice forced upon the opponent: hold and suffer casualties, or retreat and lose ground. In many cases, Ukraine chooses tactical retreats, and this is often misinterpreted as a stalemate. From Russia's perspective, however, this is the desired outcome. Russia does not need spectacular victories every week. Russia needs only one thing: irreversible progress. This strategy marks a major shift in Moscow's way of waging war. Russia is no longer pursuing speed, Russia is pursuing certainty. Pressure is applied continuously, without long pauses, without euphoria. Each day becomes part of the same process, gradually, systematically exhausting Ukraine's defenses. Russia's primary advantage in this phase is firepower. Russian artillery operates almost ceaselessly. Rocket systems, howitzers, and mortars are the main tools for destroying positions before infantry moves in. In this approach, soldiers' lives are not the opening tool, but the final stage after the battlefield is thoroughly prepared. In the air, Russia utilizes drones on a massive scale. Nighttime drone strikes aim not only to destroy physical targets, but also to maintain constant psychological pressure. There are no truly quiet nights, no space for full recovery. The opponent is forced into a state of continuous alert. Glide bombs released from fighter jets allow Russia to strike from safe distances beyond the reach of many Ukrainian air defense systems. This is a combination of old and new technology used in a very disciplined, very measured, and very characteristically Russian way. Interestingly, Russia does not flaunt its successes excessively. There are no claims of total victory. There are no statements that the war is almost over. Moscow's communication tone is calm, as if wanting to say that all of this is a process that indeed takes time. On the other side, Ukraine is forced to play under increasingly difficult conditions. Every tactical retreat saves lives, but also sacrifices territory. Every piece of territory surrendered shortens Russia's distance to the next target. The world's reaction to this dynamic is varied. Support continues to be given, but weariness is also beginning to be felt in many places. It is clear that Russia appears to have prepared for a long war. Its economy is adjusted. Military production is increased. The doctrine has shifted from a quick victory to gradual dominance.